المعارك الكبيرة تولد البطولات، تكتب القصص وتروى الحكايات. وفي دورنا إمبراطور يجيد كتابة النهايات.
اهلا وسهلا بكم مشاهدينا الكرام في برنامج ضربة البداية، وبالتحديد من نادي الوصل. الحمد لله الكمالي، اهلا وسهلا فيك. اكيد الكثير والكثير من العلوم اللي نبغى نعرفها عن اخر استعدادات الوصل.
اول شيء انا سعيدين في نادي الوصل، في نادي من اكبر الانديه في دوله الامارات في قلعه الامبراطور. نادي صنع اجيال للمنتخب وللنادي، امثال زهير بخيت، ناصر خميس، فهد خميس، وانا سعيد ان اكون متواجد معك اليوم.
جاهز ناخذ علوم، اخبار المدرب، اخبار الانتدابات واللعيبه والمعسكر. نعم يلا نبدا ناخذ اخر الاخبار.
لكل لون قصة وبريق، وفي الوصل تختلف القصة ويختلف البريق. كل حرف يرشدك إلى آخر الطريق. الإمبراطور فارس البدايات وعاشق البطولات يعود إلى ساحة المعركة حاملا في يد أحلاما وأمنيات، وفي الأخرى رافعا أعلى الرايات.
مستمرين مشاهدينا الكرام في برنامج ضربة البداية، والآن دور على مدرب الفريق الذي صنع مع فريق الوصل في العام الماضي منذ حضوره، طبعا ليس من أول الموسم، ولكن بعد أن استقطبه الوصل استطاع أن ينهي موسم الوصل في المركز الثالث بعد أن كان يعاني الوصل في بداية الموسم، واستطاع أن يستغني عن لويس كاسترو المدرب روي فيتوريا البرتغالي المعروف. سعيدين بتواجدك معنا في هذا البرنامج، وسوف يكون لنا حديث أيضا عن الوصل والموسم القادم.
Thank you very much for the invitation. For me it's a big pleasure also to receive you here in our home, and let's talk a little about the past and the future of the Wasl.
هذا ما ننتظره منك، وايضا عن الطموح القادم ان شاء الله بالنسبه لفريق الوصل. حمدان الكمالي مع روي فيتوريا، احد المدربين اللي ما كان من بدايه الموسم مع فريق الوصل، ولكن منذ حضوره مع فريق الوصل استطاع ان ينهي الموسم في المركز الثالث.
ونحن سعيدين بتواجد روي فيتوريا في الملاعب الاماراتيه، لانه مدرب كبير أضاف نادي الوصل في هذا الموسم، ونتمنى له التوفيق إن شاء الله في هذا الموسم مع نادي الوصل.
نعم. كابتن روي فيتوريا، أنت ما بديت الموسم الماضي منذ البداية، منذ حضورك لاحظنا بعض التغييرات، صح كانت هناك صعوبات في البداية إلى أن تفهموا لاعبين الوصل طريقة وأسلوب لعبك، واستطعت أن تنهي في المركز الثالث الموسم الماضي في ظل الظروف اللي مروا فيها. أعتقد بالنسبة لك أنت كمدرب كان موسم ناجح.
Yes, last season I can confess for you that was one of the most difficult seasons works that when I started in the middle of the season that I had, because we and my team came with a big energy, and I felt in that moment that the team had some problems, and our way was in the opposite side. Okay. We came with a big enthusiasm, and I felt the team was a little drop the confidence, and it was difficult in that moment because when we had some results not so positive, we have to bring the team from the ground to the top, and it was difficult, but it was very pleasure also. I feel a big pleasure to work, because it was difficult. It was a big challenge. Of course, it was difficult in that moment to reach the first position and the second. But the objective was the third place in that moment, and we achieved that position. It was difficult, but in the end of the season we finished very well. And in this moment I can say that it was very, very important these 3 months, to know everything, to know the players, to know the league, to know the culture of the club was very important, and we give a step now because I know the players. We already start some concepts for our game, and now we are better.
ما مدى رضاك على الفريق في الموسم اللي طاف؟ في خلال 26 مباراة الفريق سجل في 39 هدف واستقبل 27 هدف. شو تقييمك للفريق في الموسم اللي طاف؟ وشو الجوانب اللي راح اشتغلت عليه لهذا الموسم؟
About the last season, I'm not satisfied what we did about the numbers, offensive and defensive. Our team, and normally my team's defending, not defending, but the numbers in the defensive process are better normally. And I know that if we don't defending very well, and if we don't reduce the number of the goals that we receive, is more difficult. So this is a point that we need to also to improve, and is one challenge for the future. About the numbers in offensive way, the same, because to win one title we need to have players that need to score more goals. We create several opportunities, but after we had difficult to finish the play. Is another step that we need to give, because if we don't improve these two situations, clear situations, is more difficult. And we know I was not satisfied in that moment, but in that moment was difficult because games after games, and we have to focus about the result. We didn't have a lot of time to work more light. When I say light, is like a pre-season, is completely
You didn't
different.
come from the first of the season, exactly.
Yes, it's completely different. Was result, and we need to achieve the positions, and we need to don't let the other teams go far away from us. So it was difficult because that. But now is a different page, a different season and a different page, and we know what we need to do, okay, and how we can do better. So is the target for this.
بس في آخر 6 مباريات في الدوري الموسم اللي طاف الفريق ما خسر. بس في خلال 6 مباريات في الدوري الفريق استقبل في الأهداف في 6 مباريات. بس الناس تنظر للنتائج الإيجابية، ما تنظر للجانب الفني.
Yes, and I agree, because with me is the same. Because I know, of course maybe you know, but with my experience I know what is the criteria to be champion and to be top level of the teams, and one of them is clear: not to score more goals. If the teams that don't concede too much goals. Yeah. So is in general in all the world, the teams that concede less goals are more in the top of the leagues. So it is a step that we need to work and improve. And this improving is now about the beginning, and is also work in the pitch, is also work in the mental side. Because it's a consistency during one game, and the consistent is more important in this moment. We need to improve this consistent. We need to be all the game focused, because last year I remember some games that one game I think was in Bania. I think we made 37 goals and we lost 2-0. Without nothing we lost 2-0, and we made 37 shoots in the goal. Shoots in the goal, no shoots. Yeah. 35 or 37, a big number, and you lost. But the football is a concentration in the specific moments. More than play very well is important. We understand how we compete, and we need to compete, because it's completely different. Play football and compete in football. And we need to compete in football. Compete in football is mindset, completely focused 90 minutes. And this is a job. It's a work that we need to do. But we know, and because that I started to speak with you about how important was we came 3 months early, okay? To know the players, to know the team, to know the environment, to know how is play in our home, how is playing outside. So, and now I have, of course, I knew the league, but to know these small details that nobody knows from outside, I know now better.
كابتن روي فيتوريا، أنت واحد من الأسماء المعروفة في أوروبا وفي العالم، وخذت تجارب كثيرة. على الرغم من هذا الحديث اللي تحدثت عنه، إلا أنك قررت تؤمن بمشروع الوصل ووقعت معاهم أنك تكون معاهم السنة القادمة. حدثني عن هذا الموضوع، أنه يعني رغم هذا الحديث اللي تحدثت عنه، لكن قبلت هذا التحدي بالتواجد مع الوصل.
The challenge for me is very big, and I like this kind of challenge. I don't care. Listen, sometimes what is important in this moment is, of course, our league is not a top league in the world, and we know, and we have to understand that. We need to put a different environment in the league. We need to create not better condition for the competition to be better. We need to have fans in the stadiums. We need to improve that numbers. But from my side, what I think, what is my ideas, is I don't care if the league. No, I come with one objective: is to improve this team and to be in the top of the league. And this is the objective that we want, and that we will work for that. Of course, we need time, and in football we don't have time. But this is the objective that we follow and we want to achieve. I know that will be not easy, because this league is very competitive, and I speak when I go outside the Dubai Emirates. I speak a lot because it's very difficult. That people sometimes don't understand and don't think that is difficult, and the league is very tough because they have teams that are preparing very well, and we need to be strong. If you are not strong, not enough. And we know that. Now is work with the players that we have, is to prepare all the details that we can control, is to work with big professionalism in all the departments, and we are improving and we are working step by step, and I believe that we will do a good season.
يعني كان من المهم عندك هذه الثلاث أشهر اللي تحدثت عن البري سيزون ما قبل انطلاقة الموسم، تعرفت على اللاعبين، ذهبتم للمعسكر. حدثني كيف كانت أجواء المعسكر والاستعدادات للموسم القادم؟
Yes, I can confess for you another thing. This camp was a risk for us. Was a risk because was a camp with 20 days, 21 days in the same place, and normally these don't finish very well. But this camp was very nice, really nice, and I was surprised, not surprised, completely surprised, but I expected more difficulties. But one thing that we have to try to reach in this kind of situations in these camps is we need to come better than we go, okay? And we came really better, because it was 20 days, and the performance and the behavior of the players was very nice. We started very well because we're preparing a long time ago. We're preparing all the details, to try to don't have problems there, to reduce the number of potential problems. And we work it, we plan it very well with all the departments. And when we went to there, the players start strong, and they had a fantastic behavior. So it was important to work, was important to put the team more connected, because sometimes in football we come here, we go to our families, and we don't have this connection, not here only, is in a lot of clubs. We don't have this connection, this environment, this social part that is important. And this camps also is to work on this also for bring something positive for that side, and we bring these positive things. So I can say that was very nice. We didn't have any problems in the camp. We worked very well. We have one problem with injuries, but normal in this kind of in this moment of the season. We worked well with the good conditions, good preparation. So I'm very happy what we did in the camp. Of course, what we wanted at that moment is work well, because the weather was better and we could improve our connection, social connection. And also our physical condition, tactical conditions, because we need it.
حدثني عن المباريات التي خضها في كل معسكر. دائما ما الفريق يخوض عدد من المباريات، اللي انا اعرفه خضتوا 5 مباريات. ما مدى رضاك عن هذه المباريات؟ تجربتك للاعبين، اكيد جربت اكثر من لاعب، جربتم كلهم في مراكز مختلفه.
I was satisfied also with the results. But not the most important, the results. In that moment, we needed to split the time for everybody, to try to bring the people, all the players ready for these moments when we start the season, to have the time balance. In the same time, we start to work at micro structures in the pitch, inside the team. So sometimes we make left back, winger and midfield for this side, the 2 central defenders and the position 6. So we create these microstructures to work together and to try to create better connections. And we improve and we increase the time game after game. So the results was not the most important. Of course, in our team, in our club, we cannot say that is not important. Is important, but not the main, because if I want to win all the time, I play with only 11, 13, the best players, okay? But I didn't do that. I play everybody, give minutes for everybody, and now the players are ready for the competitions, and the result was nice. But more important was we had some contents to development, and they prove in the game. After another one, and they prove in the game, and they show in the game. You understand? Was for me very nice to see. Okay, we're training this, and the boys did this in the pitch. Was nice.
حديث الجمهور الحين عن سلدانا وعن بورخا، مدى تقييمك للاعبين؟ لان احنا من زمان ما شفنا هداف عصري لنادي الوصل.
Of course, I know, and I cannot. We don't need to hide these kind of things. Of course, the strikers are very important in the clubs, in the clubs and in the teams to achieve a big positions, and we know that. And we have 2 options: or we have one player that scored 20, 30 goals, or we have to put the others work and play and score more goals. This is and if we don't have, I don't say that we don't have, but if you don't bring or don't have in this moment one player that scored 30 goals, we have to improve the work with this, and these have to 10, and everybody have to improve, increase the numbers. But I'm satisfied with everybody. Even we had 3 strikers, Renato and Borja and Saldanha, and I'm satisfied with everybody. The work was very nice. And when we have a break for the vacations, and when you came, sometimes is a completely life for the players. Can be completely life, different life, a completely different life. Borja, for example, started without playing before all the games, and maybe have more quality and more capacity to show yet. Renato is a boy that is improving a lot. And Saldanha was strange because before arriving in Emirates, scored goals in all parts, even here. Even here didn't score in 2 clubs, and was strange. But the player has big potential, because I see. Okay, let's see what is the evolution. I believe that they will improve. I believe that they have quality to help the team. But for me, the numbers are important, but I don't want only one player that focuses in the numbers only and don't focus in the process. No. Modern football is very difficult if we can have one, but need to have one player that, can be protected by the team to resolve the problems. But it's difficult in the world. We see, even in this World Cup, we see the team that achieved the final and to win the title was the team more collective. And the teams that also resolved with by players in the final didn't win. So what is the point? The point is I'm satisfied with everybody. Of course, they have to improve. We all need to improve. And I think they can do better than they do the last year. And I believe they will be a good season for them.
مسعود، أهم شيء في الفريق هو العمود الفقري للفريق. اليوم شفنا الوصل تعاقد مع ساشا.
نعم صحيح، هاي نقطة مهمة.
ومع يحيى نادر أمامهم خمينيز وأمامهم بورخا. بس احنا شفنا الوصل بشكل مختلف الموسم الماضي، كان يعتمد على الأطراف. هل راح نشوف جانب تكتيكي آخر من سيد فيتوريا هالسنة؟
نعم، وأيضا أحد النقاط المهمة أيضا هاي الانتدابات اللي كانت الوصل يعني تعول عليها. ساشا لاعب منتخبنا الوطني، يحيى نادر ايضا لاعب منتخبنا الوطني، اضافات مهمه الى جانب الحديث اللي تكلم عنه حمدان الكمالي.
I can say that we improve our squad and we are more ready to compete in all the competitions. But just to inform also the people that they are good players but don't resolve our problems. Our problems we need to resolve all the team and not the players that are miracles. I don't believe. So the players are good, need the time to be inside the team, to adapt for the team, and are the players to help because we have 4 competitions to compete. About our style of football is to try to build up from our goal behind until there. And the teams now, before in some games, start to be too much closed and to block in the top of his goal, his box. And it was difficult to come in. And we tried to go for the sides, for inside. In the beginning, we start more for outside. In the end, we start to make more plays in the middle of the pitch. So, and I believe that the big teams don't have only one style to play. We need to be strong in 4 moments. Okay, organization, defensive and offensive, and transition, defensive and offensive, and after another moment is a set pieces. So we need to be strong in these moments because in all the games, for some moments we need to be very fast to attack. Another game we need to be strong in controlling the ball and choose the best moment to attack. So when we try to work in these 3 months about this, in that moment maybe give the signal or give the idea for the sides, because maybe it was more close in the middle, but after we start outside and inside to penetrate in the last part of the pitch. We have these numbers and I agree with you, before was out, but after start to be in the middle. So we try to complete our ideas of football to be a team that is almost complete in our way. How? All the time compact, defending compact. All the team have to be compact, defending high or low. Have to be aggressive to win the ball. Have to react very well when you lose the ball. Need to be with the ball, to be intelligent, to choose what is the ways to go to the attack, and need to be also very fast when we have moments to make a transition, to attack very fast, and don't let another team organize it easy. We need to go. Also, we need to improve and we need to be strong in the set pieces because now is an important moment of the games.
نتمنى ان كل هاي الافكار تطبق على ارضيات الملعب ويكون معسكر ناجح كما ذكرت انك يعني راضي على ما قدمتموه في هذا المعسكر، ونتمنى هاي الافكار ان تطبق في ارضيه الملعب وتوفق ان شاء الله في الموسم القادم. حدثني المباريات الثلاث الاولى، يونايتد، اتحاد كلبة، بعد ذلك شباب الاهلي، كيف ترى المنافسه وخصوصا الفرق الصاعده دائما ما تكون مزعجه بالنسبه للفرق الكبيره وخصوصا عندما تكون مواجهه في اول مباراه.
Of course, this is our ideas, but I know that is not like this and appear in the pitch. Okay, the pitch is the game, the model of the game, the style of the game never is finished. Never is finished, and we in the end of the season we have to achieve some ideas because the football is like this. So is my target to put the team like this, but of course not easy in the couple of weeks to use, but we are doing to achieve that. About the beginning of the season, what I want to say is this: we don't win the title in the first game, but what can win one title is the consistency during the season. And this consistent put the brain of the players thinking more, because it's very important to be champion in any country. We understand that we never know what is the most important game. We never know. If you see some leagues, sometimes it's because you lost points against the small teams. Sometimes you lost another season is because you lost points in the derbies. So, and we don't have one rule. If you do this or do that. So the team need to be ready for all the competitions. It's important to start well, but most important, and my focus is all the time. We have one game, 90 minutes, and 90 minutes you have to be focused, finish the game, clean, and prepare the next. This is our rule. Because this, okay, is United. I know how are these teams that come from the came with a big motivation, a big energy, and they have very good players, very good coach, good conditions. So what is the difference? Not is big difference between United and another teams in our league. Not a big difference. Maybe they have motivation very high. So we know that, and we have to pass this for the players, and already started to pass. So before is the first match, United, and let's focus 100% on United, and after we see the others. But I don't care. Listen, I don't know what is my last game. Okay, I don't know exactly now. Maybe you know better than me. You play. I don't know, because my focus now is in the first. And after the second,
Coming
and after, okay, because I have experience. I already won titles that I lost the derbies and won all the games with that we cannot lose points. I won titles that in the derbies we make the difference, and we lost some points in the important games that we couldn't lose, but we won the title the same. You understand? So for that, most important, focus, 3 points, 90 minutes. One victory for us is the target.
طبعا يا ريت لو تحدثنا يعني عن طموحك في البطولات المحلية، وأيضا الوصل مرة أخرى يعود إلى بطولة النخبة.
No, listen, my life and my personality is always fight for all the games. I cannot come for one game. I don't believe that I can win this game. Never. And I don't like to go for this game, but don't give too much importance. But I know that mainly in this league, the environment is a little different. The teams when have a lot of competitions to win is more difficult. And we have the results in the last 2 or 3 seasons. The teams that won the title, if you see the story, is the truth. The main focus is, as I said, to win each game, and focus mainly in the league. But I'm talking with you and nobody listen. This is what I say for everybody. But inside me, I will compete for all competitions. You understand? I don't know what I will reach, what we will reach, what we can do. But we'll compete in all competitions, because that we bring players to have a squad very balanced. If I change one player, we don't feel a lot of difference. So this is the point, and even we can add more. But this is one team to try to be ready for all the competition, of course. And I know that is not easy. It's not easy, but we'll try.
كابتن، طبعا احنا وصلنا معك للختام. اخيرا يعني رسالتك للجماهير الوصلاويه، اكيد منذ قدومك الى دوله الامارات العربيه المتحده وتدريب نادي الوصل تعرف جماهيريه نادي الوصل وعشقهم اللامحدود لهذا النادي. بماذا تعدهم، والكلمة الأخيرة بالنسبة لك أنت الجماهير الوصلاوية.
We need to have fans with us, and we need to improve the team, to play with a big environment, to play as a big team, as الوصل is. I can promise only one thing, that we'll work too much. And I can promise another thing to complete this part is we work for the fans. We work for us, but when we are representing one club like الوصل, we work for the fans. And we need to create this connection with the fans and in the team better. Not because I was not better, but better, and more people in the stadiums with us, because we need it. And the teams and the players need it. I believe in one thing, and I can share with you. The players are good, can be good. But what makes the difference between the players sometimes is the environment. Sometimes a player here is the same player, but go for another league and can have a different performance, more or less. The environment helps too much, and this environment need to help the team to improve and the players to improve. So I think is a big challenge for us to understand that we need to play well and try to bring people here. And we promised work. We promised work too much, and don't forget the people that are listening this. Don't forget that a lot of times we talk in our lectures when I'm preparing the match. We talk a lot about the fans of the clubs and the fans of our club. We'll talk a lot, because I was already sit in the stands, and I know what is the ambition, what they feel, and it's important the players and the coach to know how the fans feel.
كابتن روي فيتوريا، نشكر جزيل الشكر على هذا اللقاء في برنامج ضربة البداية، واتمنى لك التوفيق ان شاء الله في الموسم القادم اللي سوف ينطلق بعد اسبوع او اسابيع من الان، ونتمنى كل طموحاتكم تتحقق وموفقين ان شاء الله. حمد الكمالي، انا اشكرك جزيل الشكر.
وانا سعيد اكثر اني اتكلم مع مدرب فيتوريا ونشوف استعدادات الوصل لهذا الموسم.
نعم. برنامج طبعا ضربة البداية مستمر أكيد من زاوية أخرى في هذا البرنامج مخصصين لفريق نادي الوصل. استمعنا إلى حديث المدرب حمدان، كنت معي في لقاء المدرب واستمعنا المدرب في هذا اللقاء المطول لقنوات أبو ظبي الرياضي وبتحديث برنامج ضربة البداية. شو رأيك بالكلام اللي قاله؟ وأنت أكيد لاعب عاصرت الكثير من المدربين، كيف شفت كلامه؟
لا بس المدرب روحه طيبة قبل لا ندخل اللقاء وياه. اللي عجبني في المدرب يوم سألنا عن الانتدابات قال أنا كل تركيزي في المجموعة كلها. فهذا الشيء اللي عجبني في المدرب. تعرف أن هذا الوصل في هذا الموسم عنده 4 بطولات، فمركز على المجموعة كلها، ما حدد اسم واحد.
على الرغم ما أنت سألت عن بعض اللاعبين.
بعنا
ما وقف على أسامي.
ما وقف على أسامي، قال لي ده ما عندي هداف، على الأقل عندي
أكثر من لاعب يسجل.
أكثر من لاعب يسجل.
نعم.
هذا الشيء اللي شفناه مع فيتوريا في الموسم اللي طاف، وإن شاء الله نشوف الوصل موسم أفضل في هذا الموسم. نعم.
مشاهدينا الكرام، من المدرب إلى اللاعبين وطموحاتهم مع الوصل بالنسبة لهذا الموسم من دوريات نقل المحترفين.
خلنا نشوف علوم اللعيبة.
خلينا نشوف.
First of all, happy birthday for you.
Thank you.
And wishing for you all the best.
Thank you, shukran.
How's the camping?
This company is good. Like, I don't participate in the full camp, but I come when the club arrive here in Dubai. I think they prepare very well until today. We have more 10 days to start the league. I think we prepare very well to start good in the league. We have an important game against United. We try to start good. We have 5 games until we stop the competition. I think we bring the good players.
الحمد لله المعسكر كان طيب بشكل خفيف. المدرب ما قصر معنا، اشتغل معنا بكل الشغل اللي هو يملكه، للأمانة ما قصر كمدرب وستاف. أكيد انتظرنا أشياء كثيرة، إن شاء الله إن إحنا نكون قد المسؤولية ونحقق اللي يحتاجون إن شاء الله. الشيء حلو اللي في المجموعة هذه إنه اللعيبه اللي يجون جداد يعني خاصيا المقيمين والمحترفين قدروا ينسجمون معنا بشكل سريع، وهذا الشيء ان شاء الله راح يفيدنا في المستقبل.
والله المعسكر كان طيب الحمد لله، معروف المعسكر كثافه تمارين ولكن الحمد لله.
How's the comeback?
Very good. Long but normal. We stay there. We do a lot of good things. This is the most important. We prepare our group, ourselves to this competition, to the league, to all the tournament. And for us, it's very important point. We prepare for this. It's the most important to fight for everything, like always الوصل do. So we must to prepare in the best way. We have still one more week to prepare everything for the next league. So for us, every competition is important, and we will try to do our best because we know where we are, and also the new player they also know where they are coming. So we must to be focused for the first game to get the 3 points.
The harmony now between the players and the coach got more because there is a time now for the preparation and joining the season.
Yeah, I think the coach now do whatever he want. He do everything in the pre-season. We do a lot of things for the group also for us. Like I say, it's very important to know each other. Now the thing is not new because every player they play last season. Now it's important, like I said, to fight every game. Every game is important. Every point is important. We know the mistake what we do last season, and now I hope to don't repeat this season because we want to take better place than the last season. We have a lot of players, like my name. They are so good. They coming to help us, and we have the old player. They know already the league, so it's more important is to focus for each game and to get every point important.
حمدان، وصلنا لختام هذا البرنامج، برنامج ضربة البداية. سمعت لقاء المدرب، سمعت اللاعبين، سمعت الكابتن عيسى علي، الطموحات كبيرة وخصوصا نادي كبير دائما ما يبحث عن الإنجازات.
مثل ما قلت نادي كبير، جمهوره كبير. يبني بالملعب، يبني بالعود. تولى حلاعب بني بهذا الملعب.
وياما لعبت على أرضية الملعب.
اي والله، يعني احنا نستمتع بجمهور الوصل. نادي الوصل طالب يعني في كل موسم انه يحقق بطوله، لان جمهوره كبير. نتمنى له بالتوفيق في هذا الموسم. نتمنى التوفيق لكل الانديه ان شاء الله، لان الوصل اسم مهم في دولتنا، راح يشارك ببطوله النخبه هذا السنه.
ووجوده في المنافسه مهم للدوري لإثراء
يعني.
الدوري.
هذا حيروح على الدوري
صحيح.
ان شاء الله ان الله يوفقه في هذا الموسم.
نعم. مشاهدينا الكرام، وصلنا معكم لختام برنامج ضربة البداية من قلعة الإمبراطور نادي الوصل.